Good evening. Once again, what's happening, everybody? This your friends, your family, True Streets, from True Streets. This is my life. This is what I do. And I'm back at it again, back here in the cave, once again, back in the lair. Well, y'all know how we do. It's first of the year, 2023. Let's get this thing started. But before we do, give a moment of silence for everybody who didn't make it to 2023. All the family and soldiers and everybody we lost last year. Artists amongst family and friends. So we give a second for them. Well, y'all ready? Let's get this thing started. You know we got to start it off with that music, man. For the next topic, it's about moving forward. As you move forward into this brand new year, leaving the last year, leaving the old in the past, leaving all that stuff behind. So once again, I hope everybody's blessed and prayed up this evening. I made my prayers last night as I saged my home, did a walkthrough, cleaned up everything before the new year came in, and said another prayer and welcomed in a new day. Went to work this morning, had an unexpected surprise, so I wound up leaving early. Came home, just me and my daughter, till she fell asleep and I fell asleep. So as we get the day out the way, should I say. As we move forward, topic. Some of y'all, when y'all move forward, what do y'all think the meaning of moving forward is? Just like moving ahead, taking a couple of spaces. Because in my mind, moving forward is fulfilling some new plans. Conquering some new things that I haven't conquered before. Maybe they might be fears. They might just be, conquering situations. Today, as we call it, as I move forward, it's called work. Putting in that hard effort to get what I want out of this year, so that it'll better prepare me for the next year. And with the Lord's blessing, I'll be here with a smile. It's always smile time, because the smile that we share, you never know who needs it more. That's why I gave the second, the moment of silence, because a lot of people may hear this, may need that moment of silence. You know what I'm saying? They might have lost a mother, a brother, a father, a sister, a son. Might even lost a job or a home. You know what I'm saying? So many ways to lose and still be alive out there in this world. But when you go to move ahead, when I say you try to let go of the past, I'm not talking about all the good things that prepared you for this year. I'm talking about letting go all the hate that you had last year, let go all the remorse and all the pain that you had last year. As you come into the new year, you breathe in that fresh air of 2023, pardon me. And you letting that fog and that smog of 2022 go away. Like when I saved my home last night, you know what I'm saying? And walked around praying for prosperity for all the people who call this their home at this moment, And I strive, to be the best person I can be. And like I say, the only way I can accomplish that is by helping others become the best version of themselves. So that's part of my walk as I move ahead, as I walk forward. Some people say, you walk the path of righteousness, these things. Well, no matter what path you write, no matter what path you take, whether it's right or left, it's going to be ups and downs, bumps in the road. Some places might be cracks and crevices, But like in this world, there's billions and billions of people. So somebody out there to give you a helping hand, but like a lot of men and like myself, we choose not to ask for help, even though we could be drowning. And that goes as far as financially, relationships, or even physically. So as you take the step to move forward and move ahead to 2023, let somebody help you. You know what I'm saying? Change change your prideful ways, should I say. Change the way you think about others, as you move forward. Remember, you're moving forward, you're growing, you're also learning. Like I say in my previous podcast, and like I tell people on a daily, it takes a village to raise a child with that saying. Everybody thinks that, when you're a child from 0 to 18, that's your childhood years, and that's what you need the village and the people around you for moral support, stability, so they can help you, grow into the right person. But on that note, from the day that you take your first breath, your clock starts ticking, excuse me. And when I say your clock starts ticking, I'm getting hot to tick. I've been on TikTok so much. But anyway, as y'all know, I don't do no editing, so y'all always get the raw bloopers on all takes. But anyway, like I was saying, your clock starts to tick. Meaning every day that you breathe and every day that you walk, you're one step closer to the day that you check out. So at that point, you only have so much time, and the whole time that you're here, you still have to learn. You still have to follow. You still have to go. You still have to meet these people, that people. So therefore, your village does not stop as a child. Your entire livelihood is your village. Everything that you come in contact with throughout life, everything that you come across as you move forward, that is your village. So if you ever heard of the old expression, be a sponge, because when you squeeze the sponge, it can let out so much liquid or whatever you filled it with. But if you start to let it go, and then if you let it go slowly, it absorbs so much. So as you're taking a walk through life, as you're walking ahead, be a sponge. Soak up everything around you. Majority for your benefit, and then for the benefit of others. It's a high quality being a sponge. It's like in my last episode, I talked about water, whereas we all water the percentages. And like I said, I'm not a coder, so I might not have everything exactly in perspective as far as the amounts and the technical terms. But you pretty much understand what I'm talking about when I say this percent, 75% or 85%. I mean, if you got $1, if you got 75% of that dollar, a quarter's gone. I mean, simple mathematics. But so we get back on to moving forward. So as you move forward, think about things before you just jump into, but don't be too scared to take a chance on life. But when I say sit back and observe, so you gaining all the knowledge, you soaking everything in, So you soak it up so much till you so full, you spill out. And as you spill out the good stuff, that's the teaching part of it. And use that to help another person as they start to grow, as they're on their following walk. Thus share the knowledge that you acquired on your walk. Thus it's called fellowship. Just like when people go to the church. Well, in my belief and in my walk, as I walk forward, I noticed that the church that people go to is technically not the church. It's for congregation. It's to let people know that, hey, look what the Lord did for me this week while we was apart. Look what I accomplished through learning or however they did it. Or I got a house, I got a new job, I had a new baby. Or my wife just got a new successful job or promotion. That's what the building's for. Because in the Bible it said temples and stuff. It did not say he went to churches and kicked over buildings. And then it also says, don't pollute your church. So, for instance, you can't pollute a building, but you can pollute a body. And when you're walking forward into 2023, stop polluting your body. So thus, you won't be polluting your church. You see what I'm saying? Because, like he said, with two, three or more and all together, he's within the midst. So therefore, if I'm standing here, you're standing there, you're standing there, we're having church. But if we're in the building and it's a whole bunch of people, we're technically socializing at an event that that happens once a week, sometimes twice a week. But yet they call it church. That's not your church. Just like, for instance, you don't need money to run your church because the church is within you. But you need money to run the building because that building has lights, water, phones, TVs, internet, whatever. So as you walk through your walk into 2023 and so forth, the Lord bless you. You might see 2099. But on that note, take heed to the message that I give. Take heed to the message that other positive people give. Don't be so quick to judge each other. You know, don't be so quick to get angry, especially at a loved one. People make mistakes. Kids make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. If there's the perfect being walking amongst you that one of us know, I guarantee they still had some flaws. You know, because the most perfect and purest being that ever was walked the face of this earth, and he was killed. So therefore, when you get out there, acquire some haters. You know, a couple Karens, as they say, a couple of boys who just don't like you, whatever. And the reason why I say that, because when you acquire haters, that means something about you they don't get along with. Whether it's your skin, whether it's your voice, whether it's the way you act, whether it's the way your persona comes off, it's something about you that they have a disagreement with. So on that note, if you're doing the right thing on your walk and you're following the right lessons and you're spreading the right, you're spreading the right message that's coming across to people that see it, then you will acquire haters. And the reason you acquire haters because just like Yahweh, Jesus Christ, and so many that came before me, nobody's going to like everything that you do. And if they liked everything that you do, you're pretty much doing something wrong. Because that means if everybody like you, that means you're not talking for yourself. You're trying to please everybody. And if you're pleasing everybody, you have no time for yourself. So you're just a robot. So you should be an AI, a computer. Because that's what computers do. They please people until they get filled up and break down. Just like you. So if you try to keep appeasing everybody's wishes and pleasing everybody's wishes, the same thing will happen to you. You'll get filled up and you'll start to break down. So don't live the rest of your life like that. Don't live as a computer. Like I tell people, don't be a follower, be a leader. Make your own matrix. Step without this matrix. Stop following the nonchalant people. Stop trying to be, in their code area. Start your own codes. You know what I'm saying? Wake up today. So you slept all your life. It's time to wake up. So as you walk forward this year, keep these things in mind. I guarantee you, if you walk right, you'll have a blessed year. But once again, my name is True Streets, aka Chef Will. This is my life. These are my opinions, these are my thoughts. I don't push my opinions and my thoughts on nobody, but I truly believe there's people out there that think like I do. So I choose to share all the knowledge that I come across, that I came across in my lifetime. And like one thing I tell people, if I say anything that is not correct, I apologize. I'm not here to lead anyone on with any bogus words or whatever. And I also say, if I speak to you and I say I'm speaking with my Father, and I've said something wrong, may it go through one ear, not the other ear, you never remember it consciously or subconsciously. That's not what I'm here for. That's not what I'm about. I'm here to uplift people's spirits. I'm here to give laughs. I love smiles. Like I said, when COVID came, it took the smiles away. And in my business, chef, host, waiter, busboy, all the above at my job, you tend to look at a person's face for their facial expressions to help you better serve them. Because some people, you can look them in the face and tell they need a good laugh. Some people, they need a smile, or they just don't want to be bothered. Well, they don't need to be bothered at this time. Come back later. But when COVID came out, all you seen was eyeballs. Everybody looking like Count Dracula, blah, blah. All their faces covered up. So, in a couple of years, I've learned to look at eyes, which I should have been looking at first, because they say the eyes are the key to the soul. You can read so much about a person through their eyes. You can see the humbleness in a person's eyes. That's what I learned in my walk. And as I keep walking forward, I'm pretty sure I'll learn more. So once again, I thank you all, and you all keep smiling. And, it's time to smile. You know what I'm saying? Let go to hate. Walk with your heads up. People, I say that more than once. I say it to my children. Stop walking around with your heads down. All people doing is saying to copy your head. Get up out your cell phones. Go get your real computer like back in the day, so you can lift your neck up before you get a hump in your neck. Stop walking around like this right here. And I'm saying it because I'm saying it to myself. I'm not telling anybody anything that I don't put in plan or put in action myself. So that's why I'm doing this on the computer and not doing it on my phones, because I have access to both. But like I was saying, lift your heads up. Let people see your eyes when you're talking to them. Let them see you smile when you walk down the street. Because that smile that you share, I swear so many people need it. And I'm not going to be here too long tonight, but I just came in to show some positive thoughts, get some comments, see what y'all feel about it. But I thank you all for hanging out here with me. And I pray for you this year. Pray for your families. Pray for your stability, your mobility. I pray for your financials, your health, and your family and friends' health. Remember, we're all in this world together. This earth is a big place. So much more hasn't been seen. So much more hasn't been found yet. So when we find it, let's find it together. Let's stop trying to hide the best of things from the next man to keep the best of things for ourselves. Even down to the women. Stop. Women, trust me, you're beautiful creatures. I had to say this. I'm sorry I'm getting off the topic, but I have to say this. Women, you're beautiful creatures. Stop trying to be men. Stop believing the hype. Stop believing what somebody else say. Stop following everybody else. If that's what you are, that's what you are. I don't knock. But so many of y'all are so misled because of a bad situation. So many people, you just meet the wrong person. I mean, I'm sorry. I met the wrong person quite a few times. And you always tend to meet them first. I wish I could apologize for every time y'all went through that situation, but it's not enough air in my lungs in this lifetime. But like I said, women, you're beautiful creatures. You're the mothers of the earth. Only you can produce. We need y'all to produce. Really, so men are so prideful. I can this and this and that and that. Let them do what they want to do. But if there's no kids, there's no us. There's no us. There's no people in the world. Who's going to keep the population if everybody is going with the same sex and ain't nobody standing up for regular marriage anymore? Like they always cry, who lives matter? All lives matter. Who religion's the best? Well, I think it's mine, but everybody to each their own. So I thank you all once again. Once again, my name is True Streets. True Streets, this is my life, aka Chef Will. Catch me on all major platforms: TikTok, Instagram, Anchor, Spotify, Apple Play, Twitter, Twitch, Stitcher, to name a few. But anyway, check me out on Google. You know what I'm saying? If you like my comment, follow me, share it, tell your friends about it. If you don't like my comment, all is well. You all have a blessed day. But for the ones who know me, and the ones who don't, just remember I always tell you to keep smiling. Don't let nothing here on this hard rock take it from you, because once they take your smile, they got you. And once they got you, all your happiness is gone. And I truly believe that there are people, paying people, however it goes, making people, however it goes, just to come across people like you and I to make sure we don't have a good day. So it's a spiritual war as well as physical wars going on right now. So prepare yourselves in the future. And like I say, stay prayed up, stay blessed up. But for the ones who know me and the ones who don't, turn my head to the right, I'm out of here. Peace, love, salutations. Y'all have a blessed evening. 2023, we here.